We are now live. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Surprise, surprise. Well, not so much surprise because I told you all yesterday that we are counting down the launch of Creatrix Journeys, which is a collaboration of stories that we have poured our hearts and poured our hearts out and shared our lives. And every day I'm having conversations with one of the authors of the book. So today we have Gabi Oviedo. That was so bad. That
Hi.
was so white.
That's actually a lot better than what a lot of people. Oviedo.
Oviedo. Gabi, good to be with you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you for being on. Yeah, we've been working on this book together. Feels like forever now. I would say since November, we got to look, but somewhere like November. How are you? How's it been? Like, we're at the finish line. Monday, we're supposedly going to publish, whatever that means, but it's going to be out. So, how you
Yay.
feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm complete with it. I'm done with it. I don't want to go back to it. Complete.
Oh my God, we were talking about that, me and Linda, how, as a creatrix, any artist knows this. Like when you create something, it's like once you're done with it, you're done with it. But then that's the beginning for that piece. That's when it's like a musician, like when you've published your song, then it goes on the radio, and then you go on tour and you sing it over and over and over again. Well, that's what this book and this article is at this point for us. And what's really cool is it doesn't matter how we feel about the book or the article, because you do, as authors, you're like, okay, I'm over it. It will be new for everybody. And I'm particularly moved this morning. Yesterday, I spoke with Jeanette. I'm so moved by us. I'm moved by us sharing our stories. And I know, Gabby, like, look, just the first few words of your article says, just these words, like writing these words on paper, already the little voice is saying, you're not enough, you're not enough. And then here we are now, I'm like, Facebook Live. And I just so acknowledge you. You've been yes, 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 yes. And I'm so excited to share your article and share who you are with the world. So how did why did you say yes to this? Let's start there. How did you get here?
You know what, Zaina? I joined Creatrix because there was just something. It was like the perfect timing for me to be part of a group and just to be open about your life, pretty much. And it was perfect because I was going through what I was going through at that time of my life. And I've always been searching to expand as a human being. And so it was perfect that you came, you shared about Creatrix, and I was like, I want to join. Is it too late? Because you guys already started, and it was perfect.
You were ready, and you were so ready to share, Gabby. It's so
Yeah.
you share very vulnerably in your article about being raised however you were raised, but you really get us into your world, and you especially share about your relationship about your mom. And we were just sharing before, what you've learned from this. So what is your main message in your chapter?
My main message is that as parents, you come into this world and they definitely say that you have nothing written, and no matter how many books you read and no matter what you do, there's nothing like the practice. And when you're dealing with so many things around you, with stress, with your relationship with your significant other, with your kids, with work, sometimes you will mess up. You will mess up with your child. You will treat that child a certain way. And my article is basically all about really getting my mother, understanding her, understanding where she was coming from, and understanding all of these limited beliefs that I had created about her. She had it. I'm not loved. I always thought that I was not loved by my mom. Like I really believe that was the truth. Like my
And
mom,
what changed?
you know, um, this went on for many, many years, for like till I was 30, 32. And what changed was that I was open to saying yes to a seminar. I think it was just being open and ready. I said yes. I had no idea what I was going for. They told me, come to this seminar. It's all about changing your life. I was like, okay. And it was my hairstylist. She's the one that, talked to me about it. She goes, come, I was like, okay. And I went with my little notebook and getting ready, I wanted to know all about it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And at the moment I was going in for something else. And at the end, I ended up having my mom.
What did you learn? Like, how did you go from like, my mom doesn't love me, right? What shifted?
But there were many, many exercises that we did. And in one of them, I was like, I got to the point of what was it that I said to myself? Like, what was it that I said to myself about my mom? And it's really that she doesn't love me. Like, that was it. That was, I guess, implied. Like my whole life, I kind of, knew it, but just saying it, just right there in front of me. Oh, my whole life, I've been angry at my mom. My whole life, I have been blaming my mother for everything because I really had it that she didn't love me. Like, yeah. I really believe that. And so at the seminar, I was able to share that with my mom. And that was at that second when I shared that to her, it was just everything changed for me, my whole life.
What a gift. Yeah. I just shared this yesterday in the high frequency group about self-love. And we were talking about just a model of parenting, which leaves us trained for conditional love. Like if we are a certain way, then love will be given to us. And if we're not a certain way, then love is taken away. And Gabby, I so hear your freedom, like in not having to seek for love, even from your mom. Like you got that it's been a story the whole time. And now you're actually able to give love to your mom from your overflow because you're discovering that love within you. Once you set her free, because you were like, wow, I've been living my life, my whole life. And you know what else too? I know it did for me. I bet it had a huge impact on your relationship with others. Like, did your relationship with women shift before and after? Or
I think so. I think so. I feel like my whole life changed. My relationship with myself, my relationship with life, my relationship with women, my relationship in itself, everything just shifted. Even my relationship with men.
I was thinking with your son, maybe, probably, yeah. Everything.
Because of all of these, because it's not like you do one seminar and then everything is so perfect and our relationship is so beautiful for the rest of life. That's it's not. It doesn't. I wish it happened like that, but it doesn't. It's an ongoing daily practice. And there are days that, we don't get along. There are days that we still fight. Just too long ago, we had an argument. And the difference, there is a major difference too, because of my mother's relationship and how I have transformed a lot of those thoughts and beliefs. I've also learned what you mentioned I'm learning to having self-love for myself, self-respect, self-appreciation. I'm learning to put a no, to say no, to put limits and boundaries with all of my relationships, including my son. I'm not going to just say yes, so that to him all the time, so that he can be happy when I'm really a no. I'm tired. Wow. No. And you don't have to like my no. It's okay. But it's just the things that we do unconsciously that affects us in many ways.
It's so relatable. It's so relatable. And I don't know what it's like to raise. How old is your son?
8.
An 8-year-old boy. But can you imagine? I mean, you could imagine if you were still seeking for that love outside, what kind of mother you would be, like seeking that validation with your children, which is very common. And
Yeah.
then it trains children to seek out that same kind of dysfunction. So, whew, Gabby, I'm present to breaking. Like, sorry, my oh my God, that's what's happening. My thing's going down. I'm present to us breaking literally ancestral,
Yeah.
lineages of this has been passed on and passed on and passed on, and I acknowledge us. I acknowledge you for breaking that, because not only that, but now you're being a teacher and a healer for your mom by allowing her just to be your mom now.
Yeah.
By and
Exactly.
allowing yourself. So I really thank you so much. So what we're just going to finish with this. What would be the thing that you would want to leave your reader with? What do you want them left with out of reading your story, which obviously is a deep message for you, and I really acknowledge you for getting it out of your heart and sharing it with us. What do you want us left with?
I think it's what you mentioned, breaking the chains from your past. Things have been passed on from generation to generation. What I had was exactly the same beliefs that my mom had, that she's not lovable, that she's not worthy. And now that I was able to transform those beliefs, I can actually, I can have nothing but compassion for my mom, because she also went through so much in her life that when she shares about her childhood, it's just heartbreaking to me. And I see her at a 74-year-old lady. I see in her eyes the little girl. And when I see her, all I can do is love her and accept her and support her for everything that she's doing.
Oof.
I get to be part of her. She's 74 years old, and now she's living on her own for the first time ever, it's been a process for her because she's never lived on her own. It's the first time. So yeah. So I get to be with her, support her for everything that she's doing in her life. And she's an active 74-year-old lady. She does yoga. She's taking salsa classes. She's making new friends. She's doing a commercial at the Y.
Wow.
She
I
keeps
bet you
herself.
have a lot to do with that, Gabby. I so get it. The opportunity for you is this joy that you have, and these relationships that you have. I have a feeling that this is very key thing is if you bring understanding to others, it will bring a lot of joy into your life. However, if you are able to start at the source of
Yeah.
everything, if you have access to that, and even if you don't, if your parents are not here or you don't have an ability to get to know them, I have a feeling this level of understanding and compassion towards another is really, really key. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your message,
Thank you.
Gabby.
Thank you,
It's been
Zaina.
so fun. Oh my God. So, so, so exciting, and looking forward to seeing more coming from you. Look at the art behind you. That's made by you back there, that turtle.
Yes.
Wow. What do you call that?
That's a turtle.
I mean, the type of art, it's a mosaic
Oh, mosaic. Yeah.
with tile.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Tile.
And you do like you do commission work. Like I can commission you to do something.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. All
Let me
right.
know.
I love it. Awesome,
Thank
Gabby.
you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We are actually going to have another live later today, so watch out for us popping up again. And have a great day. Blessings and love, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.